crap. Okay. Oh, my inventory's full. Well. It's fine. Frost crystals. I suppose it depends what I get here then. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Side the shelter. So yeah, nanites. Just like realize I've been just engrossed in the game and not said a word since the start of the video. So yeah, I'm always Mute the Weirdo. Welcome to this episode, another session of No Man's Sky. In the lead up to next, the new and latest update that's coming to No Man's Sky and the Xbox release as well. Basically, yeah, just been, as the title suggests, I'm upgrading the max multi-tool, which you had a glimpse of just then, and also just searching for new goals. Got Atlas Path to do and Apollo to help out, but in essence, gaining money is one of the biggest things I'm trying to do. There's only 5 creatures on here, so I might even go for the zoology on this planet. It's not a bad idea. I've seen something flying, so that'll be the 3rd one, and then I'll only have 2 more to get. Plants and animals, scan them, crack on. Some thermium over there, might as well go get that. Wanker. Right. Awesome. Right, I need to make room. I have got room. Ooh, some Femium over there. Be quite good to get. More than I expected. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out my inventory. I'm going to drop that into the starship because do I have any carbon in here? No. I can drop plutonium in there because that's more than likely where I'll need it. Cargo. If I move that into a high inventory slot, that gives me enough to ooh, it looks like it might be a yeah, a signal thing. More plutonium is definitely something I need to find. Titanium. Ooh. we are looking for predators as well. Oh dear. Right, I may take a flight. Now I've got a fair amount of plutonium. Have a look. Alright, it's over there. So, like I said, the thing with No Man's Sky is when you need, like, basically, I'll explain. I'm someone who struggles to focus in a game unless there is a clear sort of guideline, clear way to go. If there's a lot of different options, it tends to not put me off playing it, but it tends to confuse me, and I get to the point where I don't know what to do. It's just that if I have options, it's great, and I prefer to have those options, but I do tend to get wrapped up in my own little world and be like, oh, but I don't know which to do, or I'll just meander about, and then you don't get nothing done. So with No Man's Sky, what I tend to do is when I'm meandering about, make sure I'm going around collecting nanite clusters, make sure I'm collecting some resources that I can sell, and looking for stuff like this outpost over here. We'll go check it out and see what's going on. It might be one that we've already been to, because the game doesn't seem to recognise that. There's some up there as well. Is it? Well, if I go here first, I'm not sure if I've been here yet. I don't think I've been up here, but definitely have a look. Yeah, you see, I've already been here. But on the plus side, I didn't get that. Yep, definitely been here. You can tell she goes stuff. But I could get rid of my junk. Get some more money. No. I'm not sure if I've been over here. Let's go over here and just check. I might well have been in here. Yeah, I have. Okay, so let's go over here. Make sure I've... See, I haven't charted it, so I would still think they show up if you've charted them, but if you chart them, maybe they've got less chance of showing up. I'm just going to collect these two, because I'm pretty sure I didn't last time. Roll up. Now we can go to the other shelter. Bastard. Hang on a minute. So I'm waiting for this ship to move. Purely so that I can get out and make sure I've got these birds, which I probably will have. But they appear to have gone now, because that's the way the game works. Just gonna come out and collect this zinc, seeing as it's here. Oh. So never mind, we will go to the next point and hopefully there will be some over there as well. There's an outpost there, but then there's something over here. Is it off planet? Ah. Beacon. Okay. So we'll go to this outpost. Hopefully it's not one we've been to. Don't recognise it. Usually in these outposts, sometimes you can find a multi-tool. Obviously, I've got a max one, so I don't really see me finding anything good. No indications. Oh dear. Right, there is a multi-tool. That is pretty much one of the first multi-tools I got. The colour scheme is anyway. And that's only a 19 slot one, which would possibly be exactly the same one as what I had before. So definitely don't want that. Luckily, there is this here, which will increase my standing with the faction of the planet. There's one of these, could give me money, shields or health. And this guy, we can talk to this guy. If he offers to ask for directions, that's what I'm going to go for, because that's a manufacturing plant that you can get. Get case sometimes the interactions are a bit naff. I don't really particularly like them that much. If I go to this guy again, will he offer me for that? Can I ask him for directions then? Ooh, there is another one of these. Don't like how they're both for shield. I think that's a bit. So I usually ask for dialect help, because 10 units is nothing for an extra word. Get word for temperature. Awesome. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan again when I'm up in the air and try and find another point. There we go. I'm not sure if these you need plutonium to set off from, but might as well use it if it's there. Okay, so there is... Oh, wicked. This is one of these. So I'm going to fight my way in. Come in here. They're going to deactivate. Nice. This should learn me a word. Always learn the word first, just in case it comes in handy. You never know. Standing with a Gek, increase that, and then come to this terminal, and you get a little puzzle to solve. One of my favourite things about No Man's Sky, these puzzles: oxide, Gek language, silicate, isotope, Viking language. Oxide, silicate, Right, so looked like that puzzle was basically whichever one you pick learns you words in the language attributed to that thing. Not exactly the best manufacturing plant. I usually prefer to get like technologies or recipes for stuff which is much more useful. But we got something out of it, and we didn't fail. That's the main thing. It was one of the easier ones, I think. Shielding shard, sweet. Right, so I now have zinc, so I can transfer that. Iron, I could definitely transfer. Plutonium, can I transfer that? Looks like I can. Now I should have enough to do this. And the Viking dagger, I can transfer that as well. Yeah. So I'm going to chart this just in case it decides to show up again. I'm thinking there's more than one on each planet. Right. So it doesn't use up plutonium. That's really good to know. Okay. Yeah, right. Right, and cause have I got Kovacs conversions cube? Yes, I have. So that's... Oh, freaking clicked on the wrong one. Right, Plutonium. Plutonium. I think I'm gonna go sell some of these faction specific treats, if you will. Be nice if I got something out of this. Ooh, and I have received some units. 185. Whereas my units at the minute, 4.5 mil. I need to double that if I can, because I want to get a freighter at some point. It's a lot easier to make units if you know what you're doing. I've got the scanners. At the minute I'm not really having much luck finding exactly what I'm after. I need to find the flying things. For the time being I'm just going to bop around and I'm a little bit confused. So I went in this one, so I haven't been in this one. Yeah, see, standing with the Gex increased. Huh, so I must have been in both, just forgotten that bit. Right, let's get inside this building over here, this big one. This hopefully should have an advanced life orb in. One of the Gek, I'm guessing, just that's what faction this system is. Don't forget you. Yep, there we go, Gek. Just collect some carbon. Trying to figure out some tips for those coming from Xbox to how to get off to a brilliant start. There's so many different ways to play the game and what you can do. These things, these number puzzles, these are fairly easy. At first I was just guessing because I didn't realise there was a pattern to them. I just guessed. But the easiest way to work it out is you go on the let's start at the left one, you go 6, the next one's 8, and the next one's 1, 6, 8, 1, and then usually it would be the next line on. So you got 6, 6, 1, 8. So it'd usually be 6, then 6, then 1, then 8. But this one's gone 6, 8, 1. So I'm trying to work it out. 8, 1, 6, 6. So I'm guessing it's the 6th one. But I might get this one wrong. Oh, I got it right. So yeah, that was a little bit tougher than they usually are. But right, so we've done the little observatory thing. We've collected the carbon, so we need to speak to this guy now. I'm hoping to get to a point where all the buildings open, but you need extra Atlas passes. Right. I want to ask for help. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. But I should have gone for one of the vaults, but I was focused on getting another manufacturing plant. Made a bit of a mistake really there. You see there's all these, batteries low. So we'll go back out. I'm just going to have a quick scout around for flying things, because I want to check that I've got them. In the meantime, let's go back to the ship. I could really do with a drink. Might take a wee break to get myself a drink. Check up on a few things. Maybe give it like another 10 minutes or so. Right. So we're still looking for predators. As far as I'm aware, let me check my missions. Shadowy action, kill predatory creatures. I think we should go back to base. Last time I was playing it, I did say to people that I would go back to my base if needs be, as there is that option. So all I need to do is really go back to base. To find what I'm looking for. I mean, the big thing with No Man's Sky is, for me, I've not got to the centre yet. Everybody, there's very few people who haven't got to the centre at this point that I speak to that have been playing it as long as I have. The main reason for that is just that I've not been in a rush to get there, but now they're bringing out an update and they're adding more content and it changes the game. It would be nice to get to the centre and see what all the fuss is about. I've an idea of what the centre is. I've tried to avoid spoilers, but that being the main goal of the game until they started adding all the stories and campaigning into it. Like, I don't particularly, I think they've bowed down too much to the pressure of the map, and do really think Hello Games was kind of thrown under the bus by Sony to some extent. But we got new players coming in from the Xbox. It should be quite interesting to see how they take to the game. See if the hate continues, because they are getting a much more improved version to what the PlayStation fans have. I'm just going to check the traders in here, see what stuff they've got for me. So we're looking at, this is the place you come to get your technologies. Each faction has their specialization, and Gek kind of specialize in ship-based stuff and freighter-based stuff. There's nothing really there that I want. I think I did look at this in the last episode. I think I'm still the same. We haven't collected all the carbon, so it's usually a good way to make sure you know where you're going and what you're doing. Don't really want to talk to anybody. Might, like I said, just get rid of some of these trade things. The rusted metal can straight away go. I sell that no matter what I'm at. That's kind of it, I guess. Viking daggers, that's really low price, but I've got 4 of them. I'm obviously getting quite a lot of them. I'll sell them, get a good chunk of money. Right, let's go and get back to base. The beauty of it is you can just go straight back to base from any space station. Just going to the opposite tunnel, the opposite side of the map. Collect all the carbon so I know I've been here. I'm going to press start. No, I'm going to press. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Gaxios XV11 Gek. That is what I need to remember when I'm coming back. I'll just have a quick chat with this guy and see if he's got any missions for nanite clusters. That I can have. All of them are stuff that I'm not really bothered about. They'll just give me money because I've already got the technology. So then you come in here and you transfer yourself to your base. In fact, just bear with me, guys. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Save screenshot. And while I'm here, I'm going to change my controller as well. So bear with. If you're watching now and you haven't seen my base before, this should be quite cool. It's not an amazing base, but it does the job. I think one of the things about No Man's Sky, the new update coming out in a week or so, is I will be able to work with someone else to make a base, and it'll get improved. I'm hoping that it means that you can build a bigger base, because with the multiplayer on a small base you can easily fill that, and it'd be a nightmare if you can't build more. So I'm hoping they expand the amount that you can build a base, or maybe you can build a base and then someone else can build a base on the same planet, and you can colonize it maybe. But we'll see. So I'll wait while all these little notifications are done. So right, this is the main sort of this. You start with this at the very beginning of making your base. Then I've built a corridor off here to the constructor in a nice circular room with my own trade terminal. This was something that I did fairly recently. In fact, it was just before I was got the max multi-tool. I just used it. It's not really become handy yet. I'm not in a brilliant system, I think, for trading, so I might have to look into moving at some point when the new update comes out. But yeah, I can basically grab this stuff and you get the frostwork. I don't really want to grab anything else, but you heard the noise there, the Viking. That's up here. Go up the ladder. I've got more stuff growing. Gamma weed there. Morite, star bulb. My inventory's full, unfortunately. I ain't got none of that in there. This guy is not really. Yeah, I've done most of the. I think I've done all the quests to do with the base at this point. Oh yeah. So once you get in here, obviously there's a science guy down here. You see through that window, there's like containers. If I go this way and then back out in the red corridor, I have these containers outside, and this is where I've got like stuff knocking about. I haven't got anything that I want to transfer at the minute. I think marine is something that I keep some of. Putting in an armadium, nothing there. Next one, chrysonite. I've got some of that. Platinum I've got more of. I could make that 1,000 quite easily, but I don't want to. Frost crystal, so and then so emerald, iridium, Plutonium. I don't really want to. I could actually swap that plutonium out now. I'm going to swap it out for. Let's swap it out for platinum. Right, let's see if there's anything I want to build. This is how you build your base. You just press the up on the D-pad and you scroll through shit and build it. I could craft some glass. All the stuff I can craft. So let me. Let's just put another window in. There we go. Now it matches. But like, if you look at these, eventually that will go down. You'll have to power it again. But it hasn't gone down, so it must be a really long time before you need to do it up again. Now, what did I come back to base for? Oh yeah, predatory creatures. That is really easy because there's some just outside my base or thereabouts. So if I just there we go. Much easier. So it's like when you're picking a base and what type of planet you want to be on. I just picked this just because I wanted to get straight into the base building. I thought you can move your base later on anyway, so I'll just do that if I really want to. And obviously I wanted to get all the missions done so that I had access to all aspects of the game, because some stuff you need a base built and to go through that to actually get that aspect of the game. and it's essential, which I think is a bit stupid really. You should be able to get it outside the base building mechanic, because you kind of need it. If you kind of need it, then you should be able to get it in a number of different ways. I don't know whether that I'm just missing that, but yeah, I'll just get into shelter and I'll show you what I mean. Like, so like stuff like the advanced mining laser, the exocraft, and the hazmat gauntlet exosuit upgrade is stuff that you need to use the base to research, essentially, or like you'd follow the missions in the base and then you'd get those things. But anyway, so from his base, like, as we can go back to, we can go back to the place where we came from. A little bit longer, I suppose. Right. So we're back here, we come in, can hand in this mission. Get my nanite clusters. Oh wow, that's a lot of nanite clusters. That was really worthwhile for what it was. Right, so I've got a fair bit. I think going to because I think I've worked out how you get the plasma launcher, which is kind of made redundant with the new updates, but I still want it. I think it's pretty cool, to be honest. So if I'm just gonna craft more. There we go. So I'm gonna walk to another system and we'll see if we can. But first, let's check out this anomaly over here. Right. Nada blinks at me, blah blah blah. Study monoliths so you can find them, give yourself a strong brain to match those strong legs. Sky Blaster, woo! More bull, what I don't need. And then this guy is going to give me a multi-tool. It's going to be... It's going to look cool, but yeah, it's a lot worse than what mine is. Okay. It's got a much better scanner, but... and mining's better on it, but damage not so much. It's only a 7 slot, so you're not really going to want to go for that, even if it is better in the ways that you want it to be. Ooh. I've never been through here before. Okay. So we'll get back in our ship. Head to the next system. Just pull away from the anomaly. This is your star map. So this is the way we want to go. It's another Gex system. Oh dear. One planet. So this is a bit of a naff system. Check what the planet's offering us. Cactus flesh. I don't know, I ain't got a lot of that. We'll go and see what the trader has to offer at this place. And right, I'll go get a drink. I think. So we go to the right side. Hello. Yeah, so we got lots of stuff. We got bullshit towel. Not really something that I want right now, but this guy is right up my right there. Might as well have a look at what he wants. Remove and examine equipment. Appears rusted and broken on screen, but if we were to eject it out onto the floor, we find it easier to. Wait, I'm pretty sure I already had that, but it might have been a different one that I had. Either way, it's useful. Right, so I always sell Morite because there's not really much use for it. A bit of lag there. Marrow bulb. Let's have a look. Kovacs convergence cube. No. Right, I'm thinking I might sell the Kovacs convergence cubes. And I might sell the get charms because I've got 3 of them. Just basically trying to boost things up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wee break. Speak to this guy first, I think. Speak to this guy. Take a wee break. Get a drink. Chill out for a wee bit. And yeah. Right, so I got nothing from that, and that felt like a dead interaction. But yeah, it's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave us a like. If you want to know when I'm next streaming, it's probably best to follow me on here, subscribe, because I've not got a strict schedule. I am hoping to be doing a lot more No Man's Sky footage if you've enjoyed it, and especially with the next update coming out. I'm trying to keep focused and progress towards the centre. It's not so easy. If I'm not streaming No Man's Sky, I'll be streaming RimWorld. And yeah, it's been fun. I'll catch you next time. See you later.